We're joined now by Chantal Meloni, an international criminal law professor and legal representative of the Gaza victims in the situation in Palestine, now under investigation before the ICC. Thank you for being with us on the program. Now, how exactly are international criminal law experts assessing everything that's happening in Gaza today?
Yeah, what is happening in Gaza today are international crimes, and there's no doubt about it. We have been calling for the International Criminal Court to intervene already since 2009. I would like to put what's happening today into the context. We have to remember that things didn't start on the 7th of October. They started many years ago. Already in 2007, Gaza was closed, declared an enemy entity, put under siege or blockade. And it was already at that time clear to international lawyers that this was collective punishment of the civilian population. What have become today clear to the world is that it's not possible to blame the civilians for the crimes that have been committed by Hamas, and without condoning or justifying in any way what Hamas did on the 7th of October in Israel and is doing, the reaction to these that we are witnessing today are very grave breaches of international law and international crimes.
But has that become clear to the world, particularly to the West? I mean, the use of prohibited weapons like white phosphorus bombs, it's a war crime. Targeting innocent civilians, killing them is a war crime. Journalists inside Gaza have been killed. The whole strip has been closed off, leaving more than 2 million people without food and water and essentials for survival. Another war crime. Netanyahu held a map in front of the whole world at the UNGA, showing them essentially the annexation of the Gaza Strip. Is he going to be held accountable by the ICC?
Yeah, this is the problem today. We have seen for the past 15 years at least that independent mechanisms, also established by the UN, have condemned and have with clear words said that these are crimes and they should be investigated and prosecuted. The problem is the lack of investigations at the international level. The International Criminal Court has opened, as you know, an investigation into the situation in Palestine in 2021, which was already very late if we consider that Palestine asked for this investigation already in 2009 after Operation so-called Casled. So what we are dramatically missing is accountability. And as international experts have warned for decades now, and human rights lawyers, of course, in Israel and Palestine, the impunity crisis fosters violence. And this, we are seeing it very clearly today.
What are some of the most compelling stories you've heard from victims in Gaza that you represent before the ICC?
The entire families that have been targeted absolutely with no military necessity, families that have been buried under the rubble of their houses, children. What I'm hearing today that is really breaking my heart is the situation of the hospitals. Hospitals have been directly targeted, and paramedics have been targeted and killed, and they already run out of the necessary medical equipment so that patients are not receiving any help, basically. And we have thousands and thousands of injured people, critically injured, burned people, little girls that are burned and they don't have anything to heal them. So, I mean, everywhere you look and to whatever person you are talking together is only horror. It's even difficult to bear it on a human level. But of course, as human rights defenders, we have to document these stories.
Indeed. Chantal Meloni, thank you so much for being with us here on the NewsHour and sharing that insight with us.